Captain's Log, Stardate 8302.1. As the new year comes in back on Earth, we continue to move deeper into unexplored space in the galactic south. The Argo's long-range sensors have detected two nearby systems, both of which contain Class M planets. As we began to investigate, I received an unusual message from Starfleet Command. Amazingly, it seems that one of the old NX refit class ships from the Federation's earliest years somehow made it out this far, only to go missing with no data on its final position or mission. The Argo has been ordered to be on the lookout for this vessel, the USS Pioneer, or any of its remains, in the hopes of putting this particular mystery to rest. While the thought of encountering and potentially being able to board an NX refit is incredibly exciting, I honestly don't hold out much hope. If we happen to find any trace of the Pioneer at all, it will likely be in the form of wreckage, and after a century, it's unlikely we will find even that. Therefore, we will continue with our primary mission and make a closer examination of the two systems and their planets. Advanced civilizations or not, the opportunity to explore new worlds always evokes the best kind of interest and excitement in the Argo's crew, and her captain as well. End log. Number one, what does the library computer have on this on the Pioneer NX-24?
Pioneer NX-24. Stand by, sir. I'll pull it up. I want to know where it is, but failing that, I would like to know its mission profile and if there's any traits about it that was unique to that ship in particular, whether it was a prototype or it had been around for a long time, that sort of thing.
And, its history, who was in command,
its CO, yeah.
Information on why the hell it was way out here. Whatever record Starfleet has.
You ever been aboard a NX class, sir?
Well, the old original Enterprise is in museum orbiting Earth now. I've never been aboard the refit when they first added the secondary hull. How about you?
I was part of a training cruise on the Discovery. It was getting cadets used to just starship systems. It's a very different ship.
Good Lord, I didn't realize that any remained in service at all, even as training vessels.
Well, you get a bunch of crewmen and cadets running around, learning where everything works. Although getting them to adjust their heads around the idea of modern computing and warp drives. But, I mean, the worst they can do is warp 5. I mean, they can't exactly go all that fast. Shuttles these days can go faster than that thing can. Not to discount what it is, I mean.
Starfleet did a lot with those ships back in the old days. Including fighting the Romulans to a standstill. Not too shabby, if you ask me.
Just letting the computer processor.
Right. As I understand, the refit could take it up to at least close to warp 7. pretty much they had dual warp cores, the warp 5 engine in the main original NX hull, and then the warp 7 engine in the secondary hull. So if necessary and something went wrong with the warp 7 engine, they could jettison the entire secondary hull and still have full warp 5 capabilities.
Oh, I got something, sir. One moment. Let's see. Looks like the Pioneer was a long-range explorer, refitted about 3 times its construction. No surprise there. Which makes sense given that era. According to the computer, it seemed a lot of NX-class vessels were deep space style ships. They weren't exactly multi-role type ships. Weren't really the goal of the day back then. They were just glad to get out here. Seems all the crew is pretty much human for the most part. Not a lot of other species. The odd Andorian here or there. Let's see. Manifest. Let's put this on a pad for you, sir. None of the names ring a bell for me. Off the top of my head. Then again, this is a long time ago, so. Any of these names mean anything to you, sir?
Charlie Baker. GM, do they? They don't to the player. The universe was a lot bigger. The galaxy was a lot bigger place in those days, number one. Right.
Lieutenant Sanado, I'm going to send you a copy of the specs if you see, in case you see it on the navigation sensors.
Yes, sir.
You know, it was several years after the Federation was instituted at the end of the Romulan War that before we even got the Prime Directive. As I recall, Admiral Archer, later President Archer, had to fight pretty hard for that to be adopted.
Personally, it fits in, honestly, with the standard of anthropology on Earth. Cult of anthropology tends to dislike too much interference with primitive cultures. It can cause more harm than good. And it can cause, even if it's not harm per se, it can cause repercussions that wouldn't otherwise be expected. You're never sure what someone's going to do when you teach them the miracle of steel making, for example.
When was the vessel lost?
Stand by, pulling that up on the computer. Just got to scroll up a bit here.
Yeah, Sonado will put that into the, like, as a passive scan as they're flying along for the stuff that was sent to her. But
yeah, just in case we happen to warp right on top of it. It's like, whoa, there it is.
Right.
Because I might not be looking at it. Oh, this is pre-star dates. That's why I couldn't find it. Sorry, it was right at the top. That would be Earth Reckoning, March 13th, 2186, Common Era.
Right at 100 years ago.
Well, I can't seem to find any particular quirks that'll make it stand out from other NXs. But then again, I can't imagine we're going to run into too many NX classes in this region of space.
Fair point, and I'll honestly be surprised if we run into any.
Aye, sir.
So, well, number one, we've got 2 systems with Class M planets in front of us. Pick one, and let's start getting a little closer and doing some passive scans to see if we can pick up any type of communications or any evidence of Okay.
Astronavigation focus, seeing the blip of a starship out there. Compared to any other energy signatures we'd see.
We're just scanning the planets trying to figure out some stuff, I thought.
Yeah, Commander.
Well, fine. Same logic then. Haha. No? Okay. Yeah, I'll just roll flat. And the ship. There you go. I'm just gonna have to bite it. Draw one momentum. Long range scans coming in, sir. Stand by. Oh, there we go. For my free question, any energy signatures of starships in general in the long range sensors? Okay. Which, if the ship's inactive, it wouldn't matter anyway, because it'd be shut off.
Well, but that tells us if there are warp-capable civilizations out there.
True. Putting it into main memory. Looks like there's a red star with one M class, demon class, a couple other planets in that region. And the orange star has an M class as well. Various other ships in the system. It does seem that the M class there seem to have several planetoids, presumably moons, but we're too far away to tell for sure. I might recommend that we go to the FSC 512246. We'll probably do our survey through that quicker, and then we can do the hard work later. Because there's a lot of planets to survey in the other system.
Fair enough. Lieutenant Sonadell, lay it in a course.
Yes,
Take
sir.
us into FSC 511246 or 512246.
Be advised, no starship contacts on sensors.
Understood.
Going quietly into the system then. To the system then.
As quiet as an Excelsior can manage, Lieutenant.
I'm sure she could be stealthy if she wanted to be.
Oh, that'd be so nice.
Let's keep our eyes on that Class M planet just in case, number one.
Aye, sir.
See if we've got a non-warp but space-capable civilization, we might need to duck behind something.
Yes, sir.
Aye, sir. Nordland, keep an eye out for energy signatures that aren't warp capable, rocketing, nuclear power, that sort of thing. If I might miss it, I want your eyes on it as well.
I would also maybe comm chatter, whether it's radio or subspace.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right. Sonadel put us in orbit over the Class M planet, and let's see what it looks like.
Yes, sir.
Is that taking the advanced sensors in? Okay.
Does this fall under testing a theory since I'm scanning the system? Difficulty goes down by 1, and I get an extra d20. No focus, but hey, I get a free die.
Wait for the roll. Yeah, but there are a lot more bold characters on the Argo than there are on the Monarch.
Oh yeah.
Okay, getting a higher resolution scans due to decreased distance. Calibrating. All right. That. To Trey, be sure to expand the sensor width as well. Since we're not worried about someone overhearing us, we can just scan a little more wider.
Aye, Commander.
There we go. Got it.
Okay.
All right. Typical MCAS planet. Lots of animal and plant life. Sensors would estimate about 3.4 billion years of age. No signs of civilization on the planet. It appears to have one small moon. Doing a quick sweep of the moon. Because if I were to put a blind, that's where I would put it. That's interesting. Stand by, verifying something, sir. Looks like the moon just barely classifies as a Class D planetoid. Nothing else of note on the planet, on the moon.
Can you tell what state of development the flora and fauna is?
How do you mean, sir?
Any megafauna? I mean, in rough comparison to Earth's development. Any signs of megafauna?
Stand by. Yup. Momentum gone. Wolfgang starts looking up at the screens above him as he's looking at different readings. I would say pre-Jurassic period in development, sir.
Oh, jeez.
A veritable Eden.
I recommend that we set it aside for full planetary survey for possible colonization, or study for that matter.
Do you want to take an away team down and get some samples, number one?
I would recommend that we do a quick up-close scan of the other planets in the system, make sure there's nothing else there.
Very well. Map out your preferences and work with Sonadel and plotting and Haran on plotting the most efficient courses.
Let's take a look at the Class K planets. Let's see how habitable they could possibly be made. No sense checking the Class Ds. Not for now, anyway. And the Class Y is just not... Well, it'll be interesting to me, not very interesting to anyone else on the ship.
And she will maneuver to those planets.
And I'm going to give a scan of those planets to see if there's any habitation on those planets. Since Class Ks can have life on them, but it has to have special domes and technology to survive there. It's survivable asterisks. You can live there. Class Y is like, no. No, you can't.
Unless it's life, but not as we know it.
Yes.
Strange New Worlds and all, number one.
That's true. But Class-wise are those planets that no one's in a rush to scan because they're a pain to survey. It's a lot of probes and staring at probes blowing up every so often.
Well, I mean, every good discovery should have some fireworks, right, Commander?
That's true, Lieutenant.
I mean, they're very expensive fireworks, but eh.
And I'm going to give a scan of one of those the first K. Oh, hey, it came through. And... All right. I got both the Class K, both cold and barren, high amount of CO2 and methane. No signs of any domes or livable areas. And let's skip to something that's exciting. Let's go to the Class Y. Why not? We'll even send a probe down.
Yay, fireworks.
Back in the day, you wouldn't be able to send probes down like that. Too expensive. Now we can just prefab them. I mean, the engineering department's not going to be happy with me, but, you know, gives them something to do.
I'm sure Paz will love it.
Oh, I have to have a talk with them.
But
was
it
a
is
fun-
close to your new year. I suppose sending probes and fireworks would be appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah, back where I'm from, we didn't do a whole lot of fireworks out there. The cities would have them, but we usually just had like nice little family gatherings around the fire and tell stories, meet up with family member, that sort of thing.
I grew up in San Francisco. We always had fireworks over the bay. So
They have but San Francisco, they have fireworks for everything.
I mean, that's fair.
What was it like? Every during the academy, I remember like, every month, at least once a month, there was fireworks of some kind for some event or another. Some months there was 2.
I'm fairly sure a couple of them were ops cadets just pulling pranks, sir.
Don't I believe it?
While they're taking the detailed scans, the captain will go and get himself another cup of good coffee. Sit back in his chair and smile slightly at the activity of his crew and slowly sip a good cup of coffee.
Ooh.
Your chief medical officer notices the intake of caffeine that's slightly higher than normal.
Kidding me? It's pretty much all the guy drinks.
What is
or-
water? What is that? What is tea? I don't under. I know
Much
bourbon and coffee. I don't.
And now I understand why I need to give him a sedative.
Right.
I just haven't
Water
been
or-
sleeping correctly.
or water with coffee in it.
I honestly think that's his entire diet is just bourbon and coffee.
Oh, there went that probe. It's gone. And that's
I
why it's
missed
gone.
it.
All right. Well, so good news, Captain. The classified planet is indeed incredibly deadly and hard to get to. Lots of volcanic eruptions. But the good news, the actual good news of all that, there's some deuterium down there. Potentially, I almost had it and the probe just went kaput, but there might be enough amounts for a mining effort, but being a Class Y, I wouldn't want to be the Corps of Engineer officer planning that expedition. But if someone in the engineering department wants to take on that challenge, they're free to try. But no away teams down there, not without specialized equipment.
Well, log it and let's move on, number 1.
And we'll do a quick flyby of the Class Ds, because they're basically just rocks in space, but who knows? There might be something out there. And we'll come back to the Class M and probably do our away team examination. Yep. There goes the easy mining efforts. But then again, it's iron. You can fall over yourself out here and run into that stuff. All right. Sir, suggest a high orbit, possibly take a shuttle down for a quick planetary survey.
Sounds good, number 1. Sonadel, make it so.
Yes,
Number
sir.
1, choose your away team.
All right. Dr. Norland with me. And I'm going to bring along a science detail to help us view the area.
Oh, and number 1,
Aye, sir.
see if you can't analyze at least the part of the, or not analyze is not the word I'm looking for. In any event, see if you think the planet below might be suitable for some leave time if we get back here to it. Crew might enjoy some unspoiled wilderness under their feet.
Wouldn't that spoil it, sir?
Regulation, Lieutenant. We have to make sure it's safe before we start sending mass amount of people down there.
I mean, fair.
Actually, Sanado, do you want to take the shuttle down, or do you want to send one of your flight pilots down?
Was that really a question, Commander?
Yes, actually.
I would love to go down to the planet, sir.
Well, since you're so enthusiastic, maybe you shouldn't go. He gets up and just grins at that. He nods at Trey to take a seat.
She waits for permission from the captain to get up. Do you require me, sir? No, cool. Okay, I'm going.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize my mic was muted. I was telling everybody to have fun and to stay in touch, and told Sonadell not to fly too fast.
No promises, sir.
So I'll burn off one of the momentum for a science team. Just make my life easier. Take one of the shuttles. Does anyone want any special equipment beyond the standard issue? I don't think we need anything in particular. Since
I
we're just
would
doing
like
a quick...
an engineering kit, sir, just in case we need one for the shuttle. After what happened the last time we were in a shuttle together, sir.
Good plan, Sonadell. That's one opportunity for a non-engineer to have one of those.
Yeah, I'm sorry, sir.
No, we have it, and that's why I throw it out there. Whoops, no. Machine, stop that. There we go. All right.
Yes.
Everyone
I would
arm
also
yourself.
say-
Oh, go ahead, Sonadell.
I would also suggest pattern enhancers just in case we need to emergency beam out without the shuttle, unfortunately. But that's at your discretion, sir.
Oh, yeah, we can bring those along. We've had a few run-ins.
It's almost as if somebody has crash landed on a planet recently.
Do you really have that little respect for your flying? You always say you're the best.
I have plenty of respect for my flying. It's the stars in the system that I don't have respect for.
And that's why you crash.
Doctor.
That's when he walks away saying that's why you crash. You don't respect the things around you.
And Doctor, do you want us to bring along anything special on the way down? I think your standard loadout should be good, but wanted to ask your opinion on it.
I don't think I need anything special.
Okay.
I.e., I've got the trait where I don't need any special equipment.
Oh, right, yeah.
So,
yeah.
Just a side note: are we playing Nordland as a supporting? Because that was a guest player character. Okay, cool. Sure.
And it gives you a reason to go, Captain.
For some reason, this Nordland develops a taste for coffee. What?
And bourbon. I don't.
Trying. All right, Haran. They're gone. Let's go find that index class.
Random direction.
We're in a Type 3. No, don't leave us out here. We'll take the Orpheus down.
Go wrong. Look at Nordland.
Yep. Yep. No, really?
If I had the momentum, we'd all be having EVA suits, but, you know. I don't want to give you the... Nah, I think we're good. It's fine. Or are you giving one freebie?
Take threat.
Yeah.
Which shuttle are you using?
Orpheus.
Orpheus.
Okay.
I am the greatest. I am the greatest.
I believe that's 3 momentum. Oh, I thought that was the shuttle for a second. Oops. Orpheus engines.
Engines con. Oh, somebody beat me to it.
That's because I know how to rig the machine. I mean,
Hey, that looks familiar.
I am the hype.
Fair enough. Okay, Norland
Yeah,
will.
that's weird. It's almost as if there's a cave right over here, about a click north.
And also some Klingons harassing some villagers.
I believe there's a bow and arrow somewhere around this area. That's
Nordland's got his phasers out just in case.
yeah.
all right, let's lock down the shuttle. Doctor, let's have a bio check. Make sure there's nothing down here that we don't want to bring up with us. Norland, keep an eye out for local wildlife. Nothing big should be coming after us, but toxic critters could nip at our ankles. I'd rather not have to experience that particular problem down here.
Understood, sir.
What role would that be?
Daring plus security. Wait, what?
Hope not.
Come here, little lizard. I'm scanning you. No. Sorry.
Okay. I got a 1. We're all infected.
We're all gonna die.
And the aniston gas floods the whole ship again.
While they're doing all the scanning and stuff, Sonadel is basically checking the shuttle, make it ready for takeoff again. Until told to do something different.
Commander,
Yes, Doctor.
I believe young Sonadal seems to be nervous. I think I should ask her if she wants to see the counselor. She's
That's.
almost paranoid by everything.
I would say that she has a healthy appreciation for the dangers that lurk in the stars. But if, in your professional opinion, you want her to see counseling, that's your call, Doctor.
Yeah. There's healthy appreciation, but she has seemed to be preoccupied with danger since we actually left the ship.
Commander, shall I secure samples of the local animal life for the biology section?
Yeah, work on the wildlife. I'll work. Me and the doctor will work on the plant life.
You must stun me some lizards.
Make sure it's on a low stun. I don't want to have fried samples when I get back up to the ship.
Aye,
well,
sir.
fried lizard can be a delicacy.
No.
Everything else does.
Except humans, which taste like pork.
Excuse me? What's that, Nordland?
What?
What now?
I mean, so I've heard.
Don't
Right.
ask me how I know that.
Warp her
just-
to Argo.
Haggard here. Go ahead.
Away team has landed. We've secured landing site. Everything seems to be fine so far. No biological threats. No anti-personnel threats. We're now at the collection of material stage.
Very good, number one. Carry on.
Away team out. All right, Doctor, you take that quadrant. I'll take over here. And Norland, try not to get too far away from us. Last guy needs for you to trip over something and disappear.
Same goes, sir.
Hearing they're leaving, Sonadell's gonna come up and she's not going with. She'll go with Nordland. Nobody needs to go alone.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I'll see if I can't stun some of the wildlife.
She may be paranoid.
Hmm. Ah.
God. I knew it was too good to be true.
Survival as a focus.
I'm spending a momentum.
I'm going to take a momentum to roll an extra die.
I've got cautious medicine, so when I took an extra momentum, I could re-roll on a medicine check.
Sure. And then my roll. Bang. All right. Whoops. Cool.
Is there any chance that phaser fire would cause, in this kind of oxygen-rich environment, cause fires
Ouchies.
or explosions?
Six momentum on the table.
Yeah, I'll take a... Wait. He has bold security. I'll give you a threat for an extra die for bold. Hand phasers are survival for the focus. Right. Yeah, roll one. There we go. Nordland to Commander von Wartburg.
Go ahead, Norland.
Be advised that the higher oxygen content could pose a danger with phasers on higher settings, and I would assume other heat or spark emitting technology would be the same, sir. Also, I think that's why we're feeling lightheaded.
Norland, is there any possibility we can adjust the variance in the phasers so that it won't cause that issue, or is it just a pure heat issue?
GM?
Isn't it spark? Yeah. You don't want to turn it to plasma because that would be bad.
That's why I suggested the advantage that we possibly could make it so we can get away with slightly higher settings if we're careful.
All right.
All right, Norland. Advisory noted. And Sonadell's with you, right?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
All right. Is everyone okay with the air right now? Does anyone have any respiratory issues?
Just a little lightheaded.
Doctor, how long do you think we could stand the higher oxygen content? Will that affect our effectiveness here for extended periods, you think?
I think I'd have to roll for that. Oh shit! That was fitness plus medicine, but 3.
So we'll have to go through a cycle of transferring our environment on the shuttle over to the ship. There's a phrase for it in diving. I can't recall what the word is now.
Decompression.
Decompression, yes. It stops the bends, I believe.
Yeah, that's a bad thing to have. It's fatal.
All right. We'll be sure take some detailed readings of the current air environment, and we'll adjust the shuttle as needed when we get back up. O18, be advised, if you're capturing any of the wildlife, don't use phasers if you unless absolutely necessary. So, time to do basic trapping and grabbing with your hands.
Yes, sir.
All right.
If you need assistance, the science team can hand out sample bags.
Nordland will see if he can find, any evidence of an animal trail nearby, and use survival to, set a what do they call it? All I can think of is pit trap.
Snare?
That's what I'm talking about. A snare. Thank you. Okay, and I'll give you a momentum for another die. Yeah, threat. Sorry.
Take that back then.
Okay. There we go. Okay, so can I, since we've got what have we got? 1 floating momentum?
Yep.
And there's not really much I can do with that.
Obtain information.
Yeah. Does this trail look like it's traveled by different types of animals? Or just one type? I look at Sonadell and go, right, but different looking tracks anyway. I look at Sonadell and go, this trail here would be a good place to set some snares. Looks like different kinds of critters use it regularly. Might be our best chance of getting a wider sample range.
I can try something, but it's not going to be pleasant for me anyway. Maybe I can help you with your search. And I'm going to do the very stupid thing and empathically go out with myself and try and find him something that he can get a hold of. If not, then... Oh yeah, it's going to physically suck for Sonadell because she's going to get a migraine and everything. But
just don't step in the snare trap.
Yeah. Yes.
Any momentum spend?
How much do we have?
6.
I'm gonna roll 4 dice.
So that's 3 momentum.
Hey, puppy.
You said fitness medicine? Yeah. Yeah, she drops to her knee. Drops to a knee. Good news. Yeah, she'll just say we're surrounded by wildlife, whether or not it's... Oh, that hurt. It's nearby. Some of it's curious about us, so maybe you can coax it out or something. And she'll point in the area of a bush where she feels something.
Nordland will. I think maybe we need to get you to the doctor.
It's just a migraine. And she goes, never mind. And she'll try and stand up. And then fall back down. Yeah, I probably need the doctor.
Nordland to Dr. Zonin.
Go ahead.
Something's wrong with Lieutenant Sonadell. She says it's a migraine, but she's having trouble standing.
Could be something to do with her. I'll be there as soon as I can. And he would look at the commander. Commander, I'd prefer if you came with me so we're all together. I don't wish to leave you alone, even in a place like this.
I have some of the science team with me. You can take Jameson over there with you, and just so we're not too spread out.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't know you had a team with you. I felt like it was just us two.
Yeah, I've kind of split the team up so there's like part of the science team with each team helping with the science aspect of it.
Okay, so there's some other guys setting up snares and stuff.
Yeah, they make science rolls 1 easier. They're an advantage that we walk around with that's science based.
Right.
Not great for security stuff. That's why they probably look at you going, yeah, snares. We still have the sample bags.
Yeah, go ahead, make the snares. We've got the bags.
Yeah. Please don't kill our samples. Science detail helping me out. Yay. Chemistry as a focus? No. Botany, yeah. I'll spend a momentum, because why not? For a die. And think I brought it down. All right, let's get the some tweezers and manipulate that to one of the bags. You just bring that over here and just get that. Be very careful, please. All right, everyone, let's get back to the shuttle. And make sure to log everything, please. We're probably gonna be doing at least one more trip. Make sure we got everything.
Understood, sir.
OA team to Argo.
Argo here. Go ahead, number one.
Be advised, we are gonna have to do a decompression cycle when we bring the shuttle back up. Apparently, the environment here is a little oxygen rich, so we're gonna have to adjust our shuttle before we disembark. So advise the shuttle bay to be ready for that cycle when we get up there.
Understood, number one. And I'll pass that along.
In addition, sir, everything seems to be fine down here. We got the floral samples. Sonadel's all right. She seems to be somewhat ill, but it's the atmosphere. It's probably messing with us a little bit, but doctor's looking after her right now.
Understood. Don't take any chances, number one.
Aye, sir. OA team out.
Right now, I'm just assuming Sonadel looks like 11 from Stranger Things with like blood coming down her. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Let's go see what I've got. Hey, little guy.
Mazel tov, Nordland. It's a thing.
Don't worry, little fella. You'll be all right. And I kind of motion scientists to come with a live capture bag, case, whatever. Let's see if we can't get the pig rat in there. I figured.
Those scientists are probably more like, could you keep it from moving first?
Security difficulty 2, you said?
Is that to punch you in the side of the head?
Yeah, I'll give you a threat for...
He just bashes it against a tree real quick.
athletics for a focus.
Like George of the Jungle style, he just kind of bounces him off a rubber.
You don't think? What about martial arts? No, I just figured athletics for, grabbing it and stuffing it in the bag quickly or something, but...
You know, he's going to put it in a chokehold.
So, okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't think anything else besides athletics, maybe survival, would apply. Very careful. No, I have not been rolling my untapped potential. So I'll try to do that this time. So what do I do? One challenge die. That's right. Nada. Nice. You'll be okay, little guy.
Do you plan on naming it Nordland?
No, but, I don't know. It's just habit. So used to talking with creatures that have some experience with humans and using soothing tones. No, it doesn't make much sense in this case, but still. Can't hurt.
I suppose so.
The doctor walks up behind you and says, "It can if it bites."
What the? Oh.
Oh, but that's why you're here, Doctor. Unfortunately, this time, no muss, no fuss.
I'll take it. I'll take a momentum.
I can tell you one of her symptoms is a raised heartbeat or heart rate.
Because you snuck up on her.
Absolutely.
3 successes.
She's not used to people doing.
Let me guess. Your frontal lobe seems to be overstimulated. Did you try to talk in your mind with the animals?
She gets shifty-eyed and goes, "No." Yes.
It's like you can see his antenna just like shake instead of his head, because he's literally just like, again. Yes, of course, this is fine. I've never told you before this. We have had this discussion before.
I was trying to help. It was stupid. I know.
Other than a light headache, you don't seem to be feeling any more effects than the rest of us by this earth. You should be okay.
Really? I'm pretty sure I suffered a heart attack when you snuck up on me, Doc.
Just testing your cardiovascular response.
Yes, sir. Jesus.
He has a slight smile on his face.
And she'll stand up. Slowly, but she'll stand up. Do we need another one of those big rat things? She'll look at Nordland. Nordland's dead.
What's about
Nordland's
Nordland? Sorry.
I asked if he needs another one of those pig rat things.
I look at the scientists. Do we?
We'll want at least one of a few different species. So if you catch another one of these, we might as well just let it go. We don't need more than one. Not for now, anyway.
Fair enough.
Okay. Oh no. The only one of its kind.
That's why we're being very careful and respectful with the item.
That's why we're not bashing it into trees.
Yes, that tends to be frowned upon in the science division of Starfleet. It tends to curtail first contact.
If it involves wood that it's getting hit against. Because that's technically.
The captain was.
Well, I just did his voice, but somebody else can play him since I'm playing the captain there.
Captain, long-range sensors detect a small vessel adrift in deep space. I can't get a clear reading of it since it's not giving off any sort of energy readings.
Any anomalies or astrogational hazards that you can detect?
Checking, sir. No, sir, none detected.
Argo to away team.
Away team here, go ahead.
Number one, we've detected what could be some sort of ship adrift. We're going to go investigate. Do you want us to wait for you to load back up here, or do you still need time to finish your preliminary survey?
Stand by, sir. I think we have the fauna half of it. We're just working on the animal life here.
And yeah, Sonadel and Nordland and the doctor would walk up with the pig rat thing.
Right.
And GM, a quick check. Have we managed to catch more than just the one animal, or is there still, or have we only caught that one so far?
Smart.
Captain, we could probably come up and do decompression. We have a quick sample. If that's the ship we think it might be better that we have the senior staff up there.
Fair enough, number one. We'll see you back aboard.
Aye, sir.
Ensign Ron, go ahead and lay in a course for that vessel.
And Sonadel will start piloting the shuttle back when it's ready to go.
I want to. What's its distance from us? Okay.
Poof. Range to target 6 astronomical units, sir.
Understood. Ensign Haran will approach it on impulse so we can get detailed scans, just in case there's something we couldn't detect from this range. As soon as the away team is back aboard on the shuttle, take her out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Cool. Threat and 2 momentum.
2 momentum. And then the shuttle. Whoop. Oh, okay.
6. I pilot it like a boss.
Wow.
Team, isolate the life form. Make sure it's in its own environmental bubble. It might need that atmosphere to live.
Yeah, you got a bunch floating.
Yeah, exactly. We just hit it on the head.
Oh, okay.
And actually, just out of caution, let's make sure we do that with the plant life too, so it doesn't just die on us the minute we cycle through.
Yeah, good idea.
Shorecraft the bridge.
Haggard here.
Oh wow, that's not fun. Yeah, we're going through decompression now. Samples seem to be are being isolated, but we should be on schedule to be off the shuttle here in a little bit.
Understood. We're moving towards the derelict at impulse speeds.
Sir, recommend we go to yellow alert since we have an unidentified ship on scope.
Agreed. And I will press the yellow alert button on my chair.
And I just lost the science detail because they only last for a scene. Unless I keep spending for them.
They all get the bins and die suddenly.
No,
Horrible.
we just don't want to work anymore. Guys, seriously, not this again.
No, what we're doing, we were sending them out to check to see if they would die. It's like, yeah, go on, you go first.
Right.
Yeah.
It's in red shirt. Why is he wearing a red shirt? Well, you know.
Dig some graves on that hill over there. Why? You'll find out.
Right. I'll explain later.
Caught that by accident. I want to close my sheet down.
All right. So that means we're going to activate Trey
Trey.
so you can give him something.
Reason science. Geez, I don't know. Can we give him another? Actually, I should mark down that before I forget. Notes. And this is Pioneer. 6 activation. Trying to think what to give him because he has 2 talents. He has 4 focuses. I wonder, have we messed with his stats at all? We haven't messed with his stats, according to the record.
Yeah, bump up an attribute or whatever the others are called. Department.
The only ones I'd be really attracted to bump up would be reason and science, but they're at their max for support. 11 and 4. Can you? Oh.
You can get a 5 and 12 in one. Yeah. But I think you can only add 1 point to each grouping, 1 to attributes and 1 to departments. Right. Discipline, that's what it is.
So bring his science up to 5. Might as well.
Yeah.
That's mainly what we use them for. I'll note that that's what we did. 2, 5. 2 back there. Okay, reason science. Sensor operations focus. Sensors helps with this, I assume, for the ship. Okay, and spending a momentum for extra die, because why not? Oops. And bang. There we go. Oops.
Whammies. No whammies.
Captain, the hull of the vessel matches the Pioneer.
I'll be.
It seems their warp core is depleted. It has been for quite some time. Although it does seem that there are small trace amounts of electromagnetic radiation. The ship's life support is also offline.
Warp core down, power off. Trace amounts of radiation. What type of radiation?
Oh, he doesn't get to ask that. He's not the psi officer. He has studious, though. Oh, it's electromagnetic, yes.
Ah, EM. Okay.
Um, Hmm. Captain, I've been trying to find out what is causing the radiation. Seems to be on C deck, but the cause for as to why it's occurring is unknown to me. Computer isn't making a lot of sense of what it is I'm seeing.
Can you pull up a schematic of C-Deck on the NX class? Maybe if we see what's there, we'll get an idea.
I'll pull it up on screen, sir.
Wasn't that the habitation deck, sir? I could be wrong.
Let's go to the Enterprise project and find out.
I just remember
Ooh.
Hoshi saying something about her deck, her quarters being on like portside C deck or something.
I don't want it on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay. Deck C.
Yeah. Well, she did say primary. I think she did say primarily habitation.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on C-Deck.
They did pack them rather chock full, since space was at such a premium.
Worst week of my life, Zonadel will say. I know. That's what she.
So it looks like we've got the
Another game of
computer
cards.
core, waste recycling, water recycling, well, pretty much all the waste handling, engineering labs, science labs, machine fabrication shops, dorsal cargo bay doors, EPS power taps, deuterium pump, plasma accelerator, warp plasma transfer conduit, warp control processors, computer library, water storage tanks. And quarters.
I'm just saying. I remembered that being a thing.
Can with the momentum spin most likely, could Detray, since he does have a focus on in electromagnetics, can he determine how strong it is? Like if it's like a small like handheld amount of power, or is it like a full like big generator, like something the size of a desk? Like how powerful is this? Or theoretically, what could be doing putting off this much power within Starfleet tech level? Oh, okay. So it's not like flooding the deck with intense EM. Sure. Whoops. Sure. Narrow that down. At least figure out where on the deck it is. Well, sir, thankfully it doesn't seem to be flooding much of the deck, but I have narrowed down where it is. It seems to be, and he indicates it on the view screen, there, in the engineering lab. Well, one of them anyway. So it's not any particular. Oh, sorry, Captain.
Nope. Good. Haggard to engineering. Somebody want to pick up Anders?
This is Anders.
Anders, Mr. Chatray is going to route you some readouts on. Looks like we've got a derelict in X class. See if you think that it might be possible to get it restore power and get life support back.
Sure thing, Captain. And all right, I will spend a momentum for a third. And I will re-roll one.
Yay.
There we go. Yep. I'm gonna try and do my best Jensen Ackles voice. I can't promise anything.
Sammy? I'm fine. Fine, Sammy.
He'll get on the comms. Sir. Oh, you're not. Never mind. We'll wait. All right. Are you good now? All right. He'll go up to the comm panel and come up to the bridge to Chatray and say, it can be done, but it's gonna use a lot of the Argo's reserves.
Detray kind of looks or turns his chair and looks over at the captain.
Momentum question. Would we have enough reserves to make it to a station of some kind to replenish, or will they replenish over time? I don't know that as a player, so I'm asking.
We're talking about dilithium.
Yeah, it'll take a lot of our reserves to start it back up. Not at like He'll get back on the comms and comms up to the captain and say, Captain, have you ever tried to like start an old Chevy after like 20 years in mothballs?
No.
It's probably going to be worse than that.
All right. Well, I want you to head to the shuttle bay as soon as the away team is finished decompressing. You and Sonadel are going to be part of another away team to go over to the ship. You'll need EVA suits. I want you to get a first-hand look at what we're dealing with over there, and specifically if it'll stand up to being towed at warp speeds back to the base. If we can return this intact, there's no telling what. We might find out. Haggard out. Haggard to von Wartburg.
Von Wartburg here. Go ahead, sir.
How long until your decompression is complete?
Stand by. Checking. At current rate, we're looking at 2 hours for it to be safe, sir. Any faster, we risk having medical issues.
Understood. Haggard out. I kind of walk up to the front rail. Well, she hasn't gone anywhere in 200 years. Don't suppose she's going anywhere now.
Did you see this ship disappear?
100 years. Yeah, right.
Just warps away. Wait a minute.
So yeah, just kind of wait out the 2 hours. Number one, when what?
Oh, I was going to say if you want to make sure it doesn't move, if Chitre's at tactical, he'll suggest tractor beaming it while it's there so it doesn't drift.
Is it drifting, GM, or?
If not,
Right, just kind of slow.
yeah, okay.
I would rather keep position with it just in case. I don't want to risk tractor beaming it till we know more about its structural integrity. Yeah, fair enough. So what's its structural integrity looking like?
Doop.
Okie dokie. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, let's get a tractor beam on it.
And it gives you a reason to get used to zoom.
Control security what? Okay, hold on. This is his third activation. This is episode 22. What shall we give him?
More
Parcheesi.
control.
Yeah, let's bump up his control to 10. Okay. It's difficulty 2, you said? Okay, don't think any of his focuses will apply. And he'll spend that last momentum for a third die. Well done, Tezuva. And then it's structure security. There he goes. No whammies, at least. Choom. All right. Number one, I'm going to leave you the bridge. I'm going to lead an away team over to the Pioneer. Right. I'm Haggard to number one.
Wolfgang here. Go ahead, sir.
Number one, after your decompression is complete, have Sonadel start to get the shuttle turned back around. You'll have the Con. I'm going to lead an away team over to the Pioneer. Anders will meet Sonadel in the hangar with EVA suits for both of them. And let's see. Have Nordland. Who else do we want to take along? Nordland for security. And let's take Trey for science. I'm going to take a shuttle after they're all done. I mean, I don't really see any particular rush. So it's going to be Haggard.
So,
Nordland,
yeah.
Sandel, Anders. Oh, yeah. And the doctor, just because.
In case anyone has any medical issues while they're over there.
Right.
I won't talk to the animals, I promise.
Haggard, Nordland.
If you find animals over there, we have a whole different problem.
Trey.
Xenomorphs may exist. Actually, they do exist in the Star Trek universe.
True.
There's a comic to prove it.
And everybody in much more sensible the Wrath of motion picture era EVA suits. Yep.
Do you want to take a team of any sort with you? You kind of have all the bases covered. I don't know if you want to assist with any of your department roles.
Well, I mean, with Sonadel and Anders, we've got an engineering team built in there.
Yeah.
With Sonadel and Nordland, we've got security team built in there. I mean, Sonadel really is kind of multi-capable.
Plus, that's 6 people. Even getting a team in the shuttle is going to be a bit of
So,
annoyance. Yeah.
I think and honestly, Nordland is another, incredible Prax build. I think it's just the guy's awesome. I should have had Prax build Haggard.
Right?
Do you want Sonadel to bring on a spare kit? Because Anders will probably have one. But
I still have my kit.
Yeah.
We have to spend for it again because it's a new
Oh,
scene.
we do. Oh, yeah.
Well, does Anders, because he's in engineering and he's an engineer?
He would get one. I'm just wondering if you want to have another one.
Now, I think one kit should be enough.
And I think Plasma Torch comes with a kit. I'm going to make sure of that because that is super useful when doing some crawling around on ships.
I'm going to fix the ship, put a prize crew aboard it, and ride it back home.
Plasma Torch is separate. It's a Op 1. This thing you can use to weld doors shut or cut them open without the need of a phaser.
All right. Type 2 phasers for everybody. Cool.
Because we know we're going over there for Starship recovery, so...
Yeah. We're trying not to muck it up because this is a museum piece. It's like, can we not mess up this job? Because everyone's going to be reading about this.
Right. Be nice if we managed to get it back intact.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's not like there's any possibility that something weird could be going on.
Also, Captain, I advise that we communicate with command and alert them that we found the Pioneer.
Oh, fair enough. Mira, can you patch us through to Starfleet Command? No, fair enough. Just inform them that we've found the Pioneer and taken her under tow and are preparing to board the ship to examine and see if we can recover her safely.
Yeah, but this is in the event that if something blows up or blows us up, then someone knows what happened to us.
Yeah. Yep. EVA suits have built-in like flashlights, I'm assuming. Okay.
Another ghost ship, sir.
Let's not jinx it, Sonadel.
Okay. He just kind of shrugs.
Okay. Oops.
As Sonadel is flying, you see an involuntary shudder from her just because she's remembering the worst week of academy for her.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, Sonadel. Let's find us a docking port and take us in.
Yes, sir.
Plus, the ship isn't helping. The other ship isn't helping us dock.
Okay.
Is difficulty being modified at all because the tractor beam is holding it still? I thought I'd ask.
You said difficulty 3, what? Okay. Alright, take a threat. Nailed it in 1. She'll look back at the captain and just say, "Honey, we're home." She says with a.
All right, everyone seal up. Check each other's suits. Sonadel, evacuate the air, and or do we have like a built-in airlock in the shuttle, or? All right. All right.
Yep, she'll put on her helmet and seal it up and all that good jazz.
Yep. Do safety checks.
And
Right. 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 So okay, let's store the air in the shuttle and then see if we can't manually work the airlock.
yes, sir.
Someone want to do Anders?
The commander, mayhaps.
Yeah, I'll grab him. Engineering. There it is. Anders. Control plus engineering. None of those focuses help. Difficulty? 2. Yikes, Anders is scary.
Yeah. It's because he's been activated 18 times.
Just checking something real quick before I
That's
start
because
crying.
Bartel is almost never here.
Aw.
I know, it's sad. That
Yeah.
too.
That's
Yeah.
why it's activated. It's to transport his places.
And that just makes it possible. Okay, cool. So I'll just roll for this. Unfortunately, he has cautious, which doesn't help him. So I will give you a threat for a die. Could anyone possibly assist him with this? Extra set of hands to help him out with the getting the door open. If someone could get the shuttle, assuming I get any hits.
Right.
That's all I can do. Ooh. Oh, shuttle, give us money.
Is it structure engineering?
I can't.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on the shuttle too much. Oh, there you go.
And technical expertise does not help because this is not a sensor roll. Come on. It's all I can do. Not burning out determination over that.
So
Yeah.
the outer airlock door is locked in place, or the inner airlock door? Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like, Captain, that we'll have to close it back up again when we come back. Like the inner door rather than the outer door. This is all going to be vacuumed no matter what we do.
Fair enough.
Piece of junk.
Now. Okay. Now, I know we asked, but I may have missed the answer. Do we know the exact location of the EM radiation on C deck? Okay. Right. All right. Sonadel, Anders, head for the see if you can't make your way to the engineering lab. There's no way like we can get backup power on or anything, right? I mean, right. Right. Sonadell and Anders head to the engineering lab where the EM radiation is coming from. Let's see. Mr. Nordland accompany them. Mr. Chitre, Dr. Azonin, let's see if we can't make our way up to the bridge and retrieve the logs. Everybody keep your comms open. Haggard to Argo.
Argo here, away team, go ahead.
We have entered the Pioneer. We're splitting into two teams, one to investigate the EM signature, and I'm leading the other to the bridge to try and find and secure the Pioneer logs. We'll keep you updated.
Aye, sir. We'll keep an eye on both teams.
Sir, doesn't the computer have to be on to get the logs?
That's what backup batteries are for, Lieutenant, ma'am. As long as we don't want everything on, we can turn on some of it.
And remember, these old vessels, logs were kept on physical media.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Sonadell kind of grimaces too. She's like,
We hadn't quite reached the little colorful wafers of Kirk's era, but you know. Right.
I think it was mainly ladderways and stuff.
Yeah, I mean they're
Those old
like
ships.
emergency access, but yeah. Yeah, that's what I was figuring. Ugh. I'll give you a threat for a third die because.
Oh, Captain. Trey. Trey. One momentum for a die. No focus. And his special sight does not help him. And the captain lags behind. Huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
it's all that
Okay.
caffeine that's enlarged his heart and shit.
Didn't get a complication.
Oh.
Right. Okay. Right. So we're not actually climbing, we're more just pulling ourselves along. Right. Are the effects additive? Okay. Fuck. Is there like a patch kit with the suit? Okay. What's the role? Engineering something? Ugh, that's not a great role for me. So yeah, I'll just spin the momentum. If it was like control or daring engineering, I'd roll, but right. Right. See if I get push off of something to get back to the ladder. Of course. There we go. To be fair, that entire scene was something that would happen on the Enterprise. On that show.
Captain, are you all right?
Fine, number one, I'm fine.
I've been promoted, says Chitre.
Oh, I'm sorry. Fine, Mr. Trey, I'm fine. Keep going.
I think you've just been demoted.
Oh.
All right, see if I can figure out where the logs are, or any kind of black box, and start collecting them. Okay. See if we can get in there. All right. Take a momentum for third die. Oof. Man, Captain cannot roll tonight. Huh. Hmm. Oh, for fuck's sake. Is that another tear? God.
This is what happens when you give the GM ideas.
Fitness engineering. Oh my gosh. Okay. No. Yeah, made it at least. You'd really think they'd make these things tougher. They looked tougher in Star Trek 2.
Generally, sir, one avoids ramming into.
Yes, well, I'm always happy to take one for the crew, Mr. Chitre. Don't make me change my mind.
Of course, sir.
So, into the ready room then. Right. Right. Odd.
Very odd, sir. In this atmosphere, they shouldn't have decomposed that.
Well, we haven't seen a single body yet, which is very odd. So, any sign of log tapes, anything like that? Are they dated at all? Like, what's the latest? Okay. So yeah, I will collect all the log materials. If they're both, and are there any other look around for? I don't know if the guy had any books, or if there were other, like maybe personal logs or something that I might want to take a look at. Okay. Oh wow. Right. Standard stuff. I'll leave all this here. Everything looked fairly well preserved. I mean, I know there was some atmosphere. Temperatures probably really made it brittle. So, okay. Mr. Trey, Doctor, is there anything else we need to look for up on the bridge that you can think of?
Is there anything about the last whereabouts, or is it just personal log we found, sir?
Let's see if I can get the tricorder to read out this old data disk. Or alternately, I can maybe run a power shunt from the tricorder to the reader on the desk. Not that I'd be able to hear it, but so yeah, is there so if I play it on the recorder on the desk, I'm really not going to be able to hear it, right? Okay, so but if I can patch it in and play it through the tricorder, can I patch that into our suit comms? Should be able to, yeah. So yeah, let's do that. Control engineering. Fair enough. I don't think I have anything that's going to help that. I will give you a threat for a third die, just so I can roll another complication. Aha.
At least you know your limits now.
Yeah, always. Yeah, and I'm going to patch it through to the whole away team. Yeah.
Sonadella will look at Anders on her way to the engineering lab like, oh, great.
Do they have coordinate? Do they give coordinates for what system they were discovered the probe in? Okay, let's try the one before. Still no coordinates or anything to let us know which planet it was talking about.
Argo to away team.
Haggard here. Go ahead, number one.
I might suggest that if you can get access to the navigation logs, they might have the old charts of where they last were. I would suggest trying to scan to see how they got there, but if it's been out here that long, stellar winds would have scattered anything. The only chance we have is if their nav logs are still intact.
Understood, number one. All right, gentlemen, let's move to we'll move to the bridge and see what we can do with the helm panel.
Would one of you like to check to see how much oxygen this man has? You're not feeling dizzy, are you, Captain?
No, I'm fine. I got the emergency seals on very quickly.
So the last thing we need is a captain compromised on an away mission. Although it's a good way to gain rank. If Mr.
We're not Klingons, Doctor.
I am just stating that I'm stating facts there. I wouldn't say that I would do that thing.
Careful what you wish for, Mr. Chitre. I understand that Captain Stiles is still online for one of these ships.
I don't know. The commander is might be getting a command someday soon. If he keeps doing what he's doing. Not your ship, sir. Find something else to look at instead of at the captain.
Oh no, Mr. von Wartburg will definitely have a command. He just needs to believe that he can do it.
It's strange that everything is so empty. You think there'd be something left. Uniforms, stray flashlights, equipment. And Zero G would throw everything around.
Agreed. We may have to get Sonadell and Mr. Anders use that engineering kit to at least get power to some certain consoles. It's almost like...
I've got one question.
What's that?
Is there anything any life forms on the ship? Like any bio traces at all?
Nothing that was picked up on the ship's scanners, but you're welcome to make a bioscan yourself, Doctor. See if you can pick up something we might have missed.
It's just that they found an alien device. Maybe...
Well, we do have something in the engineering labs on C-Deck that has been emitting low levels of EM radiation, thinking that may well be the alien device the log spoke of.
Perhaps some sort of probe.
What is it with these aliens and probes?
Trey looks at Zonin pointedly.
No, I'm the alien with antennae.
Yeah.
Stop being racist.
Yeah.
No. Oh.
Yo.
The captain, no less.
Cool.
I'll pick up Anders. Find him.
She makes it.
There he is. Fit to security.
Because as the captain stated previous, she's kind of a Swiss Army girl.
It's true. Damn Prax builds.
She couldn't command a ship for shit, but she can fly one. That's how you do it, Captain. Sorry. Too soon.
All right.
Controller Darren. Oh, you go ahead.
Yeah, I'm rolling a 17. I'll
Is that what
spend
it is?
a momentum for an extra die and cautious. Okay. There we go. Get the momentum back.
Cute.
Right.
Yeah. Sonadel will take out her tricorder.
Yep.
And she'll take out her tricorder and scan the device. Difficulty what? Okay.
Did we send the scientist to the wrong team?
Yup.
Let's see. How many momentum do we have? 3.
3, yeah.
I'm gonna do 3 and 3.
Well, you got it. And no whammies.
Oh, that was a terrible roll for.
Did we get it? Yeah. It's fine. Barely a work.
With no complications and barely getting it, and still getting it.
No, I mean, the thing is, with that complication range, to do that and not make any complications.
She'll look at Anders and say, "If we're gonna, I can't tell from the scans what this actually is. We'd have to use the scanners on the Argo. But from what I can tell, it's data storage, maybe collection device, something of that nature. Seems like there's a shield on some of it. That's all I got." She'll look at Anders. I don't think there's much we can do here with this.
Don't have any momentum to ask questions. Okay.
Yeah.
Anders to Captain Haggard. We found some sort of probe or device in an engineering lab. It looks like it's data storage, but we can't tell much more with our tricorders. We'll need to get it back to a lab on board the Argo to do further investigation. Understood. Need to do there. Not quite sure if I'm ready to bring that aboard yet, since we don't know what happened to the Pioneer's crew. Anders, Sonadel, I want you to do what you have to do to rig the alien device for secure transport. When we take it aboard the Argo, I want to put it in an engineering lab with full isolation and security procedures, including whatever class fields around it.
Yeah. She'll send Nordland to go pick up the appropriate containment thing from the shuttle.
So who's got Nordland?
The commander, but I believe he's dead. Oh. Well, there you go. He's AFK.
I'll make the roll
I
for
can do the
Nordland.
roll.
Oh yeah, you can.
What is he under security?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's a special NPC, so he's up with the player characters.
Well, I won't be able to then, will I?
Yep, you should have access.
All right. I'd done it before I opened the sheet. Was it fitness security?
Yes.
Nice.
And Do you mind if I use one of them momentum just to give me a better chance?
Yep. Go ahead.
I don't think we have enough of anything to bite off.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Captain.
Go ahead, Mr.
Commander
Nordland.
Nordland. Yes, we've got the right containment unit for it, but unfortunately we would not be able to get it to the lab unless we beam it. Is it possible that Anders could come down to beam it there?
Well,
Yeah.
we may have to manhandle it from its current location to the shuttle. Sounds like, Mr. Nordland.
Of course, sir. Well, that's the thing about modern technology. It does try to take away from physical exercise.
Anders, Sonadel, see if you can rig some sort of sling or to carry the probe, if possible. Yes, fair enough.
Yes, sir.
It's just massive.
Sonadel will grab one side, and I guess Anders will grab the other, and she'll say, "Sure, carry the technology irradiating things. Sure, why?"
All right.
Yep, okey-dokey.
I'll take that momentum for Anders for a third die, just to make double sure. Okay, there we go.
Come on, radiation buddy. Let's get this back up to the shuttle. Spinning a momentum. I would prefer it to be con. Let it be con.
Hmm.
Dang it.
What's the difficulty?
I know.
All right, I'll take that other momentum. Oof. Anders will spend his value, get the job done to re-roll that. So I re-roll all three, right? Okay, let's Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Ha! Well, at least I got rid of the complication. No, wait, ugh.
Look, turn to the left. Damn it, Anders!
Pivot.
You just got to lift my hand.
Okay, got it. And she,
And what is the roll? Oh God. What's the difficulty? No, Jesus. Does this have to be Anders? No.
oh, okay. Whew.
Okay, difficulty 3. So I'm going to give you 3 threat for 4 dice. Because this is going to suck. Whoa. Ah.
I told you to shift to the left, Anders.
Well, if you just lifted your hand a little bit.
I am the dainty lady. You are the big strong man. Act like it.
Let's put it in that containment
Yep.
thingamabob. All right, trying to see if we can't patch into the navigation logs. Mr. There's no power in any of the consoles. And there's no separate physical media logs out here. Okay. All right, let's look at that tape then. That tells us which system it is. Class K with the 5th planet being Class M, that's FSC 512247. Gentlemen, I think we've learned everything we can here for the moment. Let's make our way back to the shuttlecraft.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. All right,
We
let's see
bring
if we
gifts,
can't.
Captain.
If we can't close the we trying to close the shuttle door or the outer airlock door? What's the roll? What's your daring, Sonadel?
12.
You've got you and your engineering.
3.
6 of one, half dozen of another. I'm rolling 10 and 5, so we both got 15. Have any? So okay, Anders will give you a momentum third die. What's the complication range?
I was gonna say that's the one thing he has that she doesn't.
What was that complication range? Oof. And it's a difficulty 3, correct? Oof. So yeah, I'm gonna give you 2 threat for that fourth die. Actually, no. This is what we're gonna do. I'll give you the momentum for the third die. No. Okay. The captain is going to give Anders a determination for get the job, which he will spend on get the job done. And then he'll give you 1 momentum and 1 threat for the quote-unquote fourth die. Oof. So he does get to re-roll 1. And that means that's a total of 4. Okay, so a total of 5. Let me. And then Haggard will roll his veteran. Yay!
Sonadel will just think in her head, where was that when you were lifting the thing in 0G, you bastard? And
What? Yep. No, that was actually the
veteran.
captain's veteran. Yeah. All right, Sonadel, let's get us some atmosphere so we can take the helmets off. And no, actually, let's leave the helmets on just in case. And well, this thing's in a containment unit now, right? Okay, yeah. So helmets off after we've got atmosphere, and let's head back to the ship.
Yes,
Number
sir.
1, we're on our way back. Have Vincent Horan lay in a course for scroll for the 5th planet in FSC 512247.
Aye, sir.
Looks like that's where the Pioneer encountered the probe we're bringing aboard.
Is the probe in containment, sir?
Probe is in containment, ready an engineering lab, full containment procedures.
Aye, sir. He nods at the relevant engineering counterpart on the bridge to set that up.
one of the Argo's engineering labs, which should be level 5 containment fields and full dangerous hazmat, whatever equivalent. It's not hazmat, is what I'm thinking about. More, I don't know, dangerous materials, explosives.
Well, hazardous material.
Yeah.
It could. In
Protocols.
Trek terms, they'd probably call it a Class X hazard or what have you.
Right. So, and Anders will go with it to lead the team that's going to examine that.
And Sonadel will take her seat.
Yeah. Number one, what's our maximum speed with the Pioneer in tow? Can we bring it in close enough with the tractor to wrap it in our own warp field?
Haran, Sonadel?
Yeah. What Insight Con? Yes, sir, but it probably wouldn't be as fast as you'd like. Oh, warp 6, she says. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
We'll keep it under tow at least till we investigate this K-type system.
Yes, sir.
Captain, was your team able to discover what brought the Pioneer down?
No, number one. The last log indicates that they believe this alien probe was picked up on the 5th planet of this K system we're headed for. The engineering team was studying it. Captain Meyer refused to let them take it apart, and that they were going to continue their survey of the system.
Captain, will the ship be able to take the stress of warp 6, I should say?
According to Sonadel's calculations, should be fine at warp factor 6.
Its hull makeup is meant to handle the stress of warp 6. Its engine wasn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it probably destabilizes
Well,
our warp
she was
bubble.
taking that into account as well.
I never knew she was taking that into account, so it was a.
Right.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're staying at like a steady like warp 5, so that should hold it nice and steady. And we're only moving we're not moving very far.
Right.
Lieutenant Mira, could you do a scan of that EM field? See if it's in some sort of form of communication or beacon signal. It might be some primitive form of transmission.
Number one, you might want to join Anders in the sealed engineering lab to make your own readings of the device. From what Sonadel could tell, it was data storage of some kind.
Aye, sir.
It
I'll head
also
down now, sir.
collected. Yeah, it collected data as well. So careful what you plug it into. She says.
Yeah, we're gonna stay at full containment. I've handled projects like this before. Trey, you can take my seat. Senator, you have everything in your scans in the main computer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Captain? Captain, I could certainly use the help.
Make it so.
Mira, with me?
Right.
Oh, this looks like a lot of work for you two. Bye. No.
Oh, no, Commander, it's not going to be that bad.
Yeah, I think that's going to be you. If it was something beyond reason, Anders.
Yeah.
But,
Although
yeah.
Anders has abilities that help him with extended tasks, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he's got Miracle Worker, but you have to use engineering.
He'll look at the Commander. I'm more of a practical guy, Commander. I could take it apart and put it back together, no problem.
Oh, his reason's terrible. That's why.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll wait till the difficulty's lower. Mira, how are you? How is extended tasks?
Wow.
Oh. And if I open
Damn.
up with this, my
Damn
test
crack
theory will
spells,
probably open this up, I should say.
Technical expertise might work if the ship is assisting the process.
I'm thinking let Mira open up the first roll, and then once the difficulty comes down on a breakthrough, I could follow up, and then with testing a theory and theory to practice, that I can start like hammering away at it. But the difficulty 4 is what's making me leery of starting this off.
Yeah, but if you're using reason science,
I'm sitting at 14.
oh, okay,
It's my talents and focuses that bring me together.
oh, fair enough.
Yeah. Dice. No. I want. Sorry. I want her to roll. Let's give at least one momentum for a die. And maybe 2 threat for an additional die.
She does
think
have values as well.
I'm thinking saving that for a reroll in case
Okay.
she whiffs real bad on it. I don't know if we want to buy the 5th because there's probably a fair amount of threat sitting on the table. And
Yeah.
are we assisting me and Anders?
Oh, well, Andrew's pretty good with that.
Could I twist it to be presence command as I help coordinate them? It's like, you two sound like you know what you're doing. I'm just going to keep you ordered. So.
All right. I'm locked in and ready to go.
Yep.
Cool.
That's why when she opens it up and when I follow up, she'll have a lot better bonus to really hammer it home. She's just great at opening the first opening because I'm worried about that high difficulty. Team dynamics for a focus, given how I'm helping. Let's. Oh yeah, she can only reroll hers anyway. So yeah, reroll that 0. And the ship.
The ship, which is sensors engineering, right?
Less because of resistance, yeah. One for piercing. I'm thinking just spending the 2 momentum and just getting it and forcing it up to 5 to get the breakthrough.
Just get the breakthrough, yeah.
Which brings down the difficulty.
Goodness, who saw that coming?
Only everybody.
All right. Ooh. Okay.
My God.
Oh, the sensors are helping us. I brought it down. That's right. Here, let me have a look at that. I think I know what's wrong. I'm going with reason science. Fortunately, I don't have a focus for this, but I'm going to throw a value at this. Knowledge preserves us from the ignorant. The more we know about this thing, the less danger we're in. Testing theory doesn't apply because I haven't rolled yet. Sitting on... I have no focus right now, but Mira's going to be giving me a reroll. Anders is helping.
Yes, sir.
Ship is helping. Diff's 3. I'll give you 2 threat for an extra die. And even if I whiff this, I'll still have an extra die for my next reroll. So my next reroll, my next roll. So bang, yeah. Oh yeah, she can only help me or the other guy, so I'll take it. Oh yeah, it's me that helps with her. Whiff. 2, 3. You mean 5? 3 plus my 2. Oh, right. Six. One piercing from that float. Let's go for the sure thing and just push it to 5. Mm-hmm. All right. Testing theory applies because I'm working on the same thing. Verifying rather than stating. Okay. Which brings the difficulty down by 1 because of theory into practice. So that's the good news. Wartburg, the captain.
Haggard here.
Oh, we're making some good progress here. And I'm just sending you some of the notes. If you have any insights, I could. If there's some old reports you may have seen in your previous travels, that would be very appreciative. Oh, I want a determination.
Yeah, I got that. I understood the code there. Wait, well, number one. Oh, you might try an inverse polaron beam applied to the left ventral surface. It looks like there might be a weakening in the shielding there.
I see it, sir.
I'll give the my XO my determination. Here's my veteran. Yay!
All right. So I'm going to save that in case I need to re-roll whiffs if I get like a bunch of complications. That's why I wanted that. Yeah, so I'm not worried about hitting the diff. I'm just worried about comps. Anything else I'm going to do? Those are helping. Those are helping. Let's go for it. Good thing I did that. I'm going to take Mira's insightful reroll first, just in case. That's all I need. Okay, that changed into that. So I don't need to spend the determination. Oh, thank. Yeah, we might just lose that determination. Momentum.
Andrews is dead.
What? Yeah. Huh?
I need his.
Roll your assist.
Reason engineering for me or science?
Engineering.
Okay.
Hey.
Sorry.
Wow, that's a lot of momentum.
Okay, there's some piercing. Plus one more.
5 work. Breakthrough.
And no reason to do more than that because the work track's way too big right now. Well, that's the hard part done. Now to actually figure out what we are looking at. Let's throw that into work. Where's that bonus? Where's that float coming from? Oh, that's right. Yeah. Some commander out there in the future is very sad.
Well, since it's 0, if you use Anders now, you can bring Miracle Worker into play.
Yeah.
And theoretically get 2 breakthroughs.
Yep, I'm behind that. I'll switch to my presence command role and have Anders. Now that we've opened up now that you can get at it. Now we just need him to do the elbow grease part of it. Yeah.
Yes, sir. He'll get in there. I will use a momentum for a third.
Just to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did the comp go back down?
Yeah, he didn't spend for it.
Okay.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh,
Huh.
I can see why you're not in a rush. And we max out. We have 1 float. Sorry. 2 float.
7, isn't it?
So
Put one
Yeah.
of those floating into resistance.
Yeah, put it into resistance and get the two breakthrough.
one, two, three. All right, Anders, I think you got it. We just have to move that out of the way, and I'll grab that tool that you need. Mira, you keep helping with that. I'll be right back. As I continue assisting.
Sure. Momentum for a third dice. I'm gonna re-roll that complication.
Oh.
Oh, bad.
Well, at least it's
timing,
net
bro.
0.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it. Thank you.
And the ship comes through finally.
Here's the tool for that, Anders.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4 by my count. So
Nice.
And then break it. Yeah.
Well done, guys.
the
Great
research
use of-
trio.
Yeah, great use of rotating leads. That's awesome.
All right, upload our findings into the main memory, and we can sit back away from this thing for a second.
Yes, sir.
Research team to bridge.
Haggard here. What have you found, number one?
We just entered our findings into the main computer. It's
That's
Pulling it
scary.
up now.
a bit strange.
Is the probe able to draw power through our security systems surrounding it, the containment?
Very possible, sir. It's probably pulling power from pretty much anything around it, sir.
Yeah, if we didn't have it in containment, we'd be in a lot more trouble.
Maybe that's what happened to the Pioneer.
Mira, is it possible we could ride their subspace frequency and give a first contact protocol?
That was my next question.
Yeah.
Oof.
Difficulty is 5.
Damn. This is not a good check for the captain.
This is not a good check for any of us, I think, except for
Except
maybe
for the doctor, maybe.
Can I burn a value with Sonadel? Either I don't run from a fight, or I don't know. Home is where the heart is, since I'm home on the ship. Yeah. Sure.
Can I burn my determination, my ship, my problem? Do we have any momentum?
6
yes,
on the
we have
table.
6.
Oh, I'd want
Maybe
to
we
take
make
three.
sure the captain stays standing. Have him roll first.
Yeah.
Or I was wondering if I could spend my value 750 people depend on me.
Captain, do you have a milestone? Because you gave me your determination.
No, but I
Oh,
got it
you
back.
kept
I'm a
it.
veteran.
Never
Right.
mind. You're right.
Okay. So, it is diff. Oof, that's ugly. So, okay, I'm gonna spend some momentum, gang. So let's see, that'll be what, 2 for the third die, 5 for 4 die. Better not do that though. So let's just do 3 dice plus the 2.
Oh, actually.
Right. Let's see what happens.
You got a milestone to somehow dig yourself out of that hole you just... Wow.
Well, I can roll for veteran. There you go. I'll
Oh, there you
re-roll those dice. Wait, same values. Man, see, there's no way I can get 5 out of that unless I happen to roll all 2s.
But you get 2 from the initial values.
Well, that's true.
So you just need 3 somehow there. Oh, veteran, come on.
No,
But he at least gets the determination.
yeah.
He got it back again.
Well,
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Chief Medical, good luck. Yeah, there's 4 momentum on the table.
How much would be 2? Because I want to keep up so I can bring up the captain.
3.
hopefully. So I could actually do what, 3 dice or
4 dice.
4 dice.
4 dice. Fitness, medicine.
Any focus that could help? I don't think so,
But I can re-roll that. Hopefully, I'll get a 2 to stay up. Unless composure would help. Fuck.
Wow, close.
That would be me.
sorry, Dahlia.
6 threat.
Yeah, might as well at that point, yeah.
Of course it is. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
I don't think he wants us to survive this, whatever's happening. I think we are caught on a plot point. Wow, that's ugly.
Oh, shoot. Oh, I was hoping more. Sorry, I'm thinking of an option here. I'm trying to form it in my head.
Just rip the band-aid off, Commander. Just do it.
What I'm thinking, GM, is possibly even foregoing the roll if I need to make this happen. Warper with the hope of spending a determination of my subordinates must outlive me to try to create an advantage where I can create some sort of sound that might dampen and bring the difficulty down by 1 for other people. But I auto fail for sure. That's him. Oh. Any sound I'd make would just kill us anyway. Well, there goes that idea. The other ones don't help me with the other plans. I am thinking instead to try to spend toward the value of service doesn't always ask us what we expect to try to withstand this alien tech trying to overwhelm me. Because I'm trying to stay standing against something I don't really understand. That's 2. Now I have to get 3. So 1 momentum, and the rest in threat to get me up to 4. Oh, that hurts. None of my focuses. Yep, makes sense. That's what I would do. My talents don't help with this because I haven't resisted recently ear-piercing screams. That hasn't happened this episode, so can't test that theory. That's all she wrote. Oh, thank you.
Wow. One of us made it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Well, we know the captain would have took the oven just for coffee. Sanadal,
Sir,
what's the last thing you remember?
my head cracking open and then whiting out. My head still kind of feels tingly. She kind of blinks. Ah,
Can you tell us? Can you tell how long has it been?
she'll go to her console. Is there any way she can tell how long they've been out? About half an hour, sir.
Do a
She'll go check on
to
Haran.
Do a check to see. Can some? Oh, Jesus! I can see why the captain drinks coffee. Can one of you do a check to see if how many people are gone? Is it just the captain, the yeoman, and the others in this room, or are more taken from around the ship?
Lieu- Lieutenant Chitre. Oh, well, if he's not awake.
You got Trey Wolfgang.
Trey elsewhere. Looking for reason science is what I heard.
Yes.
Sensor ops focus. It's a 0, so I'll just roll for it. Bang.
Crew members missing aboard the Argo.
Holy. That's. Oh, wow.
Mm.
She will go to the computer and look up the location of the commander. The captain's not on the bridge. Oh boy.
Ideas, people? Ideas?
That kind of was my idea.
Right. First, Sonado.
This is Sonado. What's up?
Yes, we've just got that situation. Mira, can you return to the bridge as soon as possible? Sanadol, get the head of the highest ranking officer in every department that's not stationed at the bridge at the moment.
Yes, sir. And she will do that. She will call the head of engineering and the acting head of security, since those are the only two that aren't, as she is head flight controller and yada yada. It'd probably be Shran, or no, it'd be Tezuva, maybe. Yeah.
Right. Do we have any scans of anything that happened while we were out?
No, sir.
The last thing I remember is there was some sort of a signal. Why take 414? 514? Could they not take us off?
Oh boy. Well, okay. I get up and look around the room, see if I can't find a closet with this suit she was talking about. What am I wearing? Okay. So is there a bathroom or anything? So let me look out the window. Like a internal combustion vehicle? Well, I'm not in Kansas anymore. So, okay, I will go into the bathroom and make, brush my teeth or whatever, make my morning ablutions and put on the suit. And while I'm putting on the suit, I'll also kind of go through the drawers and any closets, see if I can find, is there, I don't know, is there a wallet or watch or car keys or something laying anywhere on the dresser? Okay, what's in the wallet? What's my name? Okay, so that's the same. Okay. I love the music.